Hello everybody, welcome back to CoKo Plays Baldur's Gate 3. This is part 12. It's been a few days, but I'm back at it, and I'm going to have to remember what I was up to. So generally, I know I was heading to the Goblin Camp and on a quest to get the first druid back. Baldur. I'm sure the journal has the names and everything. Halsin. And then a whole bunch of other stuff potentially going on. And then most immediately, I'm over here. Why is this thing circled? Maybe because I had a quest tracked? A quest selected? Let's try something different. Let's try... find the night song. No, it still has a circle around that waypoint. It has a circle around these, too. So if we look at the legend, it's got, of course, the icon for quest, but it does not indicate what the circle around the thing could mean. Let's do save the Goblin Saza. So, you know, it showed me this quest marker, but it did not do anything with the circles. Yeah, that's curious. I'm not sure what the circles mean. I think it's the first time I've seen them. It's pulsating too, ever so slightly. Alright, well, maybe we'll figure it out in time. It's fun not knowing things. But where were we more specifically? Yeah, so we were just kind of exploring. And we had entered this village, and there is a waypoint here. And we continued exploring into the village, and there's like, yeah, there's loud noises coming from here, so we'll find out what that is. That's kind of where I stopped. And now that I'm talking about it, I remembered that I had said that maybe off camera I'll go sell like excess gear and do all that. And I didn't. I clearly forgot. And so we'll just deal with that problem during this session or whatever. Oh, hey, the my button for showing interactable things. Oh, no, it's still not a toggle. I actually prefer it not to be a toggle because it kind of feels more seamless to like hold down the button to see these, you know, the legend or the labels. But then, you know, let go if you just want to focus on the map. So I think last time what I did was I touched this and I like tried to reach in and grab that knife and failed to do so, but it was okay or something. Let me try again with the Starion.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
It's a nice looking dagger. Yeah, I think with sleight of hand, he could do it. I mean, he's got pretty good. And we got the guidance bonus from Gale's item. 15 should be doable. Oh yeah, alright, we don't really need much bonus. Yamahama, 25.
Your cautious method pays off. The dagger glides smoothly out of the mystery.
Nicely done, Astarion. And that is actually a weapon that he'll probably want to use. So he's got a polished dagger now. Dagger +1 is definitely better. And that's roughly about it. It's just got a, you know, +1 bonus. So its damage is just +1. He doesn't tend to use the dagger all that much, but nevertheless, we shall give it to him. Alright, let's consolidate our gold. What other nonsense do you have? Slow your rate of descent during fall. So immunity to fall damage, that's kind of cool. I suppose he could hold on to that too. A haste helm. Where did I get these things from? Momentum for 3 turns. Who might I want to have that? Could be me. Alright, what headgear am I wearing? Just like Cap of Curing. Right, which doesn't benefit anyone in my party because nobody's a bard to do bardic inspiration. So it really doesn't matter who wears this. I could be greedy and wear it. Lae'zel seems like the other, like, obvious target for a haste helm. In fact, let's just do that. Let's give it to her. And she's in the party now, too, so that's good. Yeah, they're all holding a bunch of stuff. Cool. And I guess sorting by type. Actually, you know what? Sort by latest, right? So I can see what I picked up. She picked up a torch?
Seek and you shall find me.
Yeah, I kind of like this idea of sorting by latest for the time being.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
Is that blood? No.
It's really weird how, like, the inventory every time I reload the game shows everything is, like, I don't know, new or something. Alright, these buckets don't weigh much, but nevertheless, let's send them back to camp. I don't know why I picked up all that rotten food. At some point I need to look up online if it's, like, at all beneficial to pick up books. Because I used to do the same thing in Neverwinter Nights. My entire inventory would be books. I just, like, couldn't help myself. Like, this is part of the... I've talked about this before on who knows what stream. But, you know, like, for players who get a bit obsessive about things, like if it's an open world game and you want to do everything, or it's like, you know, a game that has an inventory system and you want to get everything, or like related obsessions around that, it's nice when the game, like, contains you, so you don't feel compelled. Like, I want to grab every book. Like, why would I want to do that? I just can't help myself. So the game should take that burden away from me. Alright. Any benefit to grabbing the roasted meat?
Mystery meat, tough as boar hide. Only the sharpest teeth could pierce it.
Yeah, alright, probably not worth anything. Right, like, why would I pick up these things? I have so many of those things and I don't know what use they provide. Loose boulder, too heavy to throw, huh? Probably checked this crate already.
Looks empty.
Okay, so now the question is, what do we want to do about this thing? There were noises coming from in there. Might there be another way in? Maybe I'll get a perception check back here or something. Charming little egg. Yeah. Alright, I don't think there's another way in. So, what do we do?
What's in here?
You know what? I'm not going to pick up any more rotting food. Okay, so...
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
I could talk to animals, so maybe that'll help.
Go away!
Oh. Having a bit of fun, huh? Is he torturing an animal? Because I'm a druid. And I wouldn't take kindly to that.
Wait, don't interrupt them. Let me do it. They sound disgusting.
Alright. Nice.
What the hell are you doing?
Does look like fun. We'll just back away.
Smash! Oh, smash you!
Naturally.
Don't disturb a half ogre in the making.
I don't want to hurt you. I want to leave you to it. So it's Astarion and then CoKo and then Strata. So I'm gonna take a hit. I don't want to kill them. Maybe just run away. Like, is there anything in here that I would even want? Broken cupboard. Probably not terribly interesting. Crate, probably not terribly interesting. Mangled corpse. Ew. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, but you know, don't do it next to a dead body. That's a little bit messed up. Nevertheless, it's not warranting of a death sentence. I'm going to take a hit, but I think I can run away. So let's do that. So let's dash. And which way do we want to go? I guess just anywhere far enough will do.
On my way.
Oh, there's water that way. mud. It's still far enough, though. Or it's not. Okay. You're good over there.
Get out! Out!
That hurt. Let's disengage. Wait, I could use the whole warpy thingy, right? It's a bonus action. But if I use it first, then I don't think that triggers a disengage. So it provokes an attack of opportunity unless I don't go that far? That's interesting. Yeah, if I go over that line, it provokes an attack of opportunity, which is interesting. Cool, then I can dash.
With haste.
I speak.
Alright, now your turn, Gale. Where was the mud? Over there? Even with the mud, though, I think you go further.
Swiftly now.
Nah, you didn't. So that was good. Okay. Good. And Lae'zel.
Victory awaits.
Let's get out of here.
Taking position.
Gone with the weave.
Alright, so Gale will need to wait a turn, but everybody else can probably do it now. Which I think is probably a good idea. So fleeing can be done at any time. You don't need to have like an action.
Be done.
Wait, where's Astarion?
Let's turn someone inside out.
It's actually kind of a shame that he doesn't have any movement left. He should be fine. I can't imagine you move as fast as Gale could. Mud.
Onward.
Come on. Gale. You're killing me, Smalls. You really don't have anything that can move you a little bit faster, get you out of here? Let me be, for the love of Christ. Can't reach destination. I guess I should have looked at where I was going before I went. I think Gil's gonna run into trouble over here, too. This is kind of fun. Thank God. With that distance, what are they doing? Like... Alright, now let's jump. Okay. I ran away. We're gonna need to take a short rest. That was so stupid. I'm not gonna reload though, because sometimes, you know, stupid is part of the fun.
I'll feel that one later. What to do?
Okay, so if we look around now, that's where we came from. Okay. Wait. Oh, we're back here. Why does it only show only one of them? The other one might just be like just out of like loading distance or whatever. Okay, so we just ended up running in a direction where we hadn't previously explored. Yeah, I guess let's go down to that mill. Do exactly what Gale did.
Time to press ahead.
Go on, then! Make it good! We should probably eat him, right?
They have somebody trapped on this? Oh, there he is. I mean, I'm a gnome. I might take exception to this, but then the whole town will be against me. Wait, which way are you gonna go if you don't jump?
Make it good. Round and round.
Let's see what this does. Just another crate.
Okay, so I got an optional quest to rescue this guy, which probably involves combat. There's a lot of them. I wonder if I could schmooze my way out of this. Let's go see what's happening.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights.
What the hells are you doing?
What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly.
Alright, let's appeal. Well, it's not going to work, but release that gnome at once. He's a kin of sorts to me.
Wants to save your ranty little friend, do ya? Not a chance. He's ours.
You got a nice axe.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
It is? Why is it beyond my reach until I rest? That's odd. Let's try and intimidate them, because it's the same for me. Now, of course, I should have thought to use, like, Gale, who has higher charisma than me. But, so it goes. I have a couple of those thingies. I gotta get a good roll. Oh, nat 20. Ooh, baby. Good time for it, too.
The goblin's nostrils flare, as if trying to judge you through smell alone.
We're leaving. What about the other gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to... I said we're leaving! There'll be richer pickings than these little gnats someplace else. All right, then.
Awesome. And we got an inspiration. For who? Oh, neat. They show you your history. So, we got an inspirational event. It's labeled as Protector of the Small by saving Merkin from the Harpies. I vaguely remember that. And then No One Left Behind. Ensure all the Grove's defenders survive the first goblin assault. We did that too, okay. And then Astarion has 2, Just Passing Through, Trick the Goblins, and then Flexible Diplomacy, Betray the Chief Tieflings after convincing them to free Lae'zel. Okay. And then the Acolyte. Fate Must Wait, resurrect anyone in your party. Cool. Divinity Undone. Unlock and read the Book of the Dead. The Book of Dead Gods. And then for Sage Inspirations, both myself and Gale got one for reading Book of Dead. Okay. Cool. Doesn't mention anything about this one, though. Alright, let's find this Rescue the Gnome quest. Stop the windmill.
Stop this thing!
Okay, so we want to stop it safely. Match.
Please.
Yeah, camp supplies, sure. So there's a ladder. Oh, it's broke. Oh, it's not broken over here. There's also a door. So if we interrupt this gear, and that works, or that one, either of these. Let's see if there's any. Is that a trap? Oh, they were cooking it. Skull lantern, nice.
I'll take them.
Maybe the spear is a hint that we could like shove it in something. Oh, there's all sorts of good stuff up here. Alright, let's go back down where we have... where we can actually reach this thing. Oh, release break. It's really funny. Oh man, I don't have a better save though. I'm an idiot. I don't really want to kill him. I'd have to re-roll, not necessarily the nat 20, but you know, something higher than 15-ish, which might take a couple tries. But aside from that, I don't mind redoing it. Oh god, that's really funny. As funny as it is, like, you know, I don't want to kill him. I'm glad it happened though, so I got to see it. But I don't want to kill him. I love the way it just, you know, cut to the wide shot and like for a millisecond it showed his body being flung. I like when video games can make me laugh. Alright, so let's just try all that again. Do we want to try having Gale do it? No, let's just do it again. Like, we'll just do it as many times as it takes to get the result we want, and that's fine.
Another lip stop. And you. Hope you got a stomach for
Alright,
ice.
same thing. We'll just do the same things we did before.
What's it bloody look like? Once.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response.
We did an
Your
intimidation.
power is beyond reach.
We used
until you
guidance,
rest.
and we got a nat 20. Yeah, 14 should be enough. Yeah, alright, 16. It wasn't a nat 20, but
The goblin's
works.
nostrils flare as if
We're leaving.
yeah,
There'll be richer pickings than these. Let's find you something to eat. Right then.
What? Astarion is inspired. Oh, it was his. It was his inspiration that we got. Okay, I wasn't sure the first time who it was. All right, just in case, let's do a quick save. Can't hurt. And then we walked around. We checked the sheep. Took some food. And then we went up the ladder and got some of those goodies up top before coming down and pressing the wrong lever. Pulling the wrong lever. Should I take a goblin bow? Do I already have a bunch of those? I do. That's the one I have a bunch of. Fine, fine. Okay, this time do the brake lever. Okay, now hopefully nothing happened to him. Oh, there's a wooden hatch. I didn't notice that before. Let's go talk to him. So far, so good.
Cut me loose!
I mean, he's a gnome. I don't think we want to go bargaining for anything. He's wearing the same armor we are.
Baga Kabara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it.
Yeah, get on with what? Like, my life?
You saved me. Now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
Nope, not with us. Just gonna tell him you owe me nothing.
Nothing?
Astarion disapproves. You know, you're allowed to disapprove of that, buddy. You know, sometimes being part of a group is having others bring out, you know, the best in you. And, like, paper over some of your flaws. I'd rather know how you got caught.
My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight.
Ooh, must be some goodies in
I'll
there.
travel lightly from now on.
You do that. Barkus root. Barkus root. Alright. You're a little far from home for a deep gnome. Yeah, let's get more of his story.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to
Hey, I'm a
the
gnome.
dark, you know.
Don't call me ignorant.
I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I
Quest.
found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark.
Yeah, we'll find him.
Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
I like Barkus root. Okay. He said something about his backpack. That's cool. Wonder where it might be. It wasn't that thing up the ladder because that was just a crate. Mauled sheep. Some kind of shield.
What's hiding here.
I guess we can check this crate. I don't know where your backpack is, buddy. Maybe over here? Maybe somewhere in here that I missed? I don't know. Alright, let's check the hatch. That's his backpack, and that's a heavy chest. Okay, let's go Astarion. Why don't you go by yourself? Let's have Lae'zel take out a torch. And let's have Astarion.
Blade close. Don't linger.
I don't trust this. Rags. Alright, nothing of danger here. Not all that much of interest, too. I mean, the thing that weighs a lot, that's not weight, that's 90 gold. Smoke powder satchel? I mean, sure, it's nice to have. It's not a particularly...
Nothing.
Ah, wow. That's some good stuff. Arrow of lightning, scroll of invisibility, speedy light feet. Gain 3 lightning charges. And what exactly does one do when with a lightning charge? I guess I'll give you the boots, though. I don't know. Oh, you're not proficient with medium armor. So that would be Lae'zel then that has that can use these. Okay.
Someone there? Over there.
Anything else around here? Burlap sack. Yeah, sure. I think that's it.
I've got a long road ahead.
I wonder if they're waiting for us when we come out of here. That would have been an interesting thing.
Indolence breeds madness.
Yes?
All right. What now?
Okay. What now, indeed? Alright, so we have more of this village area. Did we explore this part of it? I don't think we did. No, we did. Because we came into the village from this little gap. So I guess let's go up north and check out this little corner, see if there's anything interesting. Then maybe also go down south and check out that part of the village.
At the ready.
Let's do the whole jumping thing. Wow, there's like a whole thing over there. Dang, is that the goblin camp? Gale's condition has become unstable and needs to consume the weave inside. We should offer him one as soon as possible. Let's talk to him about it.
You'll have to speak slowly. I'm finding it quite difficult to concentrate with my condition gnawing at my insides like a teething displacer kitten.
Can we do something about it?
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
I'm going to ask him what will happen to the item.
I will consume the magic inside. What was a powerful artifact will be rendered no more than a trinket. But
Okay.
it will save my life.
So it looks
Even
like
if only temporarily.
any magical like weapon, armor, whatever I've picked up can be used, which is fine. Like I have plenty ones that I don't need the effect. Like the Bard one is a good example. Spell, like pretty much everything I have, I don't really care too much about its effect. But I guess of the ones I have, I guess the Bard thing is the least useful. So let's do that. Did that work?
Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside.
Demon
A
inside, you say?
metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
All right, let's just go with the basic answer for now. We can try and find out more about him later. Glad you're feeling better. Your condition sounds unpleasant.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Don't mention it. I'm glad I could help.
I bow to your boundless kindness.
Cool. So let's look at the journal entry. Yeah, so okay. So it'll keep happening, I guess. For a while at least. So if we look at my inventory, I wonder if the hat now is like on Gale, but devoid of magic. It seems to be gone entirely.
Interesting.
Let's take a look. Yeah, the frumpy hat was something we had before. Alright, it looks kind of silly, but I'll wear it. So, he actually consumed the entire item. Not just the magic of it. I'm going to give this to Gale. I want to check if he can learn it. 100 gold? Do I have 100 gold? I think I do. Is that 538 gold or camping supplies? I'm spending all my money on him learning spells, but I don't know, he's a wizard, right? That's the point.
Assume nothing.
Careful, I might.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Oh, that's the gold. Oh, because that's why it wasn't on his inventory, because he didn't have any. Let's send this to Strata. Yeah, we got a bunch of magical stuff, so you know, we might want to keep some to use for Gale. Maybe not necessarily sell everything, because they're good for selling.
Eager for battle.
I applaud your taste.
What are you doing with thieves' tools, Gale? Maybe we'll leave you with one. Actually, to be honest, maybe everybody should have one just to, you know, just in case, since I'm starting to rack them up.
Eager for battle.
You got 6 on you? Jesus Christ. Maybe everyone can have 2. Alright, we'll leave 2 on you. And let's send one back to Gale. Let's send this other 3 to will.
Trust no one.
Yeah, and you can keep a lot of them because you're going to be the one using them as long as you're in the party.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Alright, so where am I? There's a down that I could find. Might be some interesting stuff to see. Great, dead body, hyenas, some hyenas. Okay, we can ambush the hyenas. That's a lot of blood. Oh my god, is that all the hyenas work? Jesus Christ.
Moving ahead.
So much rope. Oh, sausages. Lessons for sensible living. There's a lot of camping supplies. This is probably like a reward.
Another crate. Seems simple enough.
You know, in case you've used a lot of camping supplies up to this point. Okay, let's see what they say about these things. The simplest piece of advice for sensible folk is to avoid cities entirely. Alright, well, clearly we're not going to do that. People often tell me, Harrington, my fleeces and turnips are worth more in a city market than at the local village fair. Fools. To them I say your fleeces and triumphs will be robbed long before you reach the market square, and you'll only have a few lumps and bruises to take home. And, I mean, that's potentially true of other people, but not of my party. And taverns. All sensible folk enjoy draining a mug of locally produced ale in the company of their friends. But some of you may have heard tell of the extravagant taverns that populate the cities of the Sword Coast. If bawdy names like the Blushing Mermaid and the Wizard Stave were not sufficient warning of their impropriety, let it be known that you will be robbed long before you finish your first tankard. You'll only have a few lumps of bruises for company. This guy's had a rough go of it. Alright, sewerage. Something, something, something. Alright, mucky creatures in the sewers, sure. Becoming lost. Okay. Should I take this book? Am I encumbered yet? I gotta be getting close. No, I still got tons of room. Okay, so there's something up here. Whoa, what's over here? A huge canyon. Huge pit. Chasm. I'm worried that if I get too close to the gate, like a cutscene will happen with stuff. And a side entrance to this town. Ew. So it wasn't just the hyenas, there's other stuff. Whoa, what's that? Is there like a fight going on here? Or a fire that's raging? It's always something. Always something. Okay, so... do I want to take on these enemies? And if so, what's like a good way to do it? I suppose I could lure them, like, into this area or something. I don't know. Would that benefit me at all? Is that a thing I can do? Like, have one character run out? Like, pop up and gain initiative, but then, like, run away and have them follow. And, like, pick them off as they come. That's one potential option. I kind of feel it might be better than trying to ambush because there's 4 of them. So even with, like, a turn of surprise, I'm still dealing with a good number of them involved in the fight. If I were to get up here... oh, that's a big cave. Even then, you can walk up this path. Okay. Alright, well, I think what I'm going to do... first off is save. And then I'm going to position my characters for being lured, for attacking as they're being lured in one by one, or as they're running in. They won't run in one by one. If they have a few turns, they'll come in. What can I use to my advantage though over here, height-wise and stuff? Yeah, these cloud sinks are always really flaky. And I'm never going to use them. Maybe I should turn that off. It doesn't... it's not a feature I'm using at all. So I can divide them, but it's still... there's an equal amount of them and me. I could use like that Astarion's chromatic orb business too, to like as they're being lured. This will be an interesting kind of change of pace combat wise for me because I haven't really done like get a pack to follow you and while they're following do damage to as many as quickly as you can. But there's really nowhere where anyone can be out of the way, so... and once I attack, they'll help, whoever's here will be noticed. Conceivably, they could come out from behind, and I can like do a pincer once they get pulled into my direction. Again, I don't know if that benefits me. All right, let's take Lae'zel and Astarion.
Undetected. Light steps.
Let's kind of hang out here.
What a day. Very, very quiet. Move unseen.
Because then what you could do is use your chromatic orb from here as they're rushing by.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
And Gale, where do you want to be? Here and then jump down or something? I don't know.
Let's go.
No, I don't really like that. But there's nowhere really better. Can you, like, get up anywhere here? Yeah, there's nothing really up there. You know what I could do? If I lured them down this way, and then when they came down here, I rained from above. That sounds like fun. It really sounds like fun.
Not this again. Forthwith.
Looking ahead.
Now, I have... probably better distance options than Lae'zel does.
Ready for anything.
Because really, it's just her bow. And she's not exactly amazing with a bow. So what I might do is pull Lae'zel out.
Unheard, unseen.
And you be my decoy.
No time to rest. Don't want to draw
And
any
I...
attention. Free for the taking.
How much longer will this take?
Okay.
With every breath, a purpose.
You don't need to hide.
Proceeding.
So I want to do like a ranged attack and gain initiative.
Into the shadows.
I think I'm missing an action because... Okay. Cool. So I can fire again and then run, right? Or that counted as my action on this turn. So probably the best thing for me to do is just run now and have them chase me. I don't particularly want to dodge, but maybe I could get down here and hide or something. Is that a thing? Not really. I guess you can't do that during turn-based. Okay, now they're all going to charge at me. Let's see what happens. Cool. This is working. Once they get to about here is when I'll run up. Wherever they end up on their next turn. This is really cool. I guess I should dash. I don't know if it matters. I kind of want to go somewhere where I can hide from their ranged attacks. Hello. I'm good. How are you? I got that lightning on my body as a result of the dashing thing. Oh, pretty good. Just you know, just playing. Not too much activity, viewer-wise, but I'm playing the game nonetheless. Alright, I'll hang out here and see where they get to on their next turn. Okay, so now they're coming down here. And so now what I want to do, probably, is to come up and fire from above with Gale, with all three of my characters. I guess now's a good time. They could probably turn around and come at me, but I can, you know, if I split them up, that's still roughly effective. I don't know if I want to wait for them to do a whole nother round of going in a circle. Yeah, I try to put my camera away from like the UI of the game, and it's got a lot of UI, so it's kind of stuck in a corner. But you know, just a little bit enough to show that I'm like, I don't know, there is all I want to do. All right, so I have two options. If I wait another turn, then they'll be like kind of in the middle here, which is good, because then they'd have to run all the way around in either direction. But if I came out now, these ones here could just turn right around and come at me. And I kind of want to have more time to let them chase Lae'zel, so how close do I have to be before like combat engages? That's my question. I don't know, maybe like a year off and on. It's just like for fun. If he dashes, though, he could cover this whole ground, I think. Like, how far can I go if I dash? 20-something meters. Yeah, so he can cover this whole ground. So I might want to have my characters ready. So let's get you up and around. Yeah, I mean, that's an option too. But I find that like it's a good balance to have the game taking up the entire screen and like a small square of it that isn't too critical used for my webcam. Most games have like, yeah, like, you know, especially if you're familiar with the game, you don't need to see every little pixel. Okay. Now before I end turn, let's get my characters getting up there. Let's get...
With haste.
Okay, so he has to move up here in order to do it. That's okay.
Into the fray.
Nice. If you wanted to like leave a link, I'd be happy to go check some stuff out. That's probably the best way.
Why my eye is itching. What path lies before me? Another fight. Let's go.
I was trying to concentrate.
Alright, so he's got some options for hidden shots. Okay, maybe if I move him closer.
Just like old times.
Path is interrupted. Okay, now everyone's in the battle. Lae'zel, do you want to do anything on
Swift and lethal.
your bonus action? Probably not. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm not going to share any Discord.
We've saved. Cannot take much more.
Dang. Yeah, sure, you can share something like that. Cool. Thanks.
Into the shadows. Time to move.
Yeah, when I can. Thank you though. That's helpful. Okay, so I can do Gale and Strata.
Swords meet sorcery.
Gale needs some healing. Oh, Gale also doesn't have an action.
Step by step.
Come on. Can't stay idle. Blood follows me everywhere.
Let's spill some blood.
No gloom, all doom.
Okay, so one of you is going around. That's good. So my two options that I'm thinking through here are run up and heal Gale and kind of be prepared for melee attacks here. The other is run all the way around and come from behind when they barge in, because there's going to be 3 of them that way and 1 that way, but one of them from this direction only has 1 health, so I can take him out. And this one is also weakened, so it'd be good to take him out when he gets into combat range. For which I can be waiting right here. That might be a good idea. I can, like, heal, back off. Yeah, that should be good. Let's get close enough to throw. Now let's pull up the inventory and do throw.
In my best interest.
So, I said it missed. I don't know what that's about. I did say it though. And then with the bonus action, I guess nothing, just hang out. And Gale's down again. Now let's do the evocation. Well, no. 3 to 24. Oh, that wasn't like close enough to hurt anybody? That is BS. Honestly, that is BS. I thought it... I mean, they should have at least shown me, like, the range. Give me a break. Alright, let's position you.
Let's go.
Honest, that was real BS.
You've made a grave mistake.
Alright.
Blood in the air.
What just happened?
No time to waste.
Alright, let's try and shove him off, actually. Maybe I'll use her ability to get another turn right now, because it would really benefit me to do that. No, that's healing, not another turn. There it is, action surge. Alright, I'll coat my weapon with poison. Dang, those multi-attacks are fierce. How come it's only like 55%? Okay, I don't have advantage. Missed.
On the hunt. Yes, here.
Okay, I guess stay hidden.
Nothing will stand in my way. Better not die on me.
What fools these mortals be.
Oh, that was your action, that's right.
Pawn to cleric 4.
Okay. I guess that's a good enough spot. And I have some movement. I'm going to use it.
No choice but to keep going.
Alright, now Lae'zel can go to work.
It has it.
Alright, so right now I got Gale and Astarion. Let's take a look at Gale's weapon action here. Probably a good idea. I have advantage on him. God damn it.
The dance macabre.
Thank God.
The subtle approach. Battle of wits.
Alright, you go... Oh yeah, because you tried your action and it failed. Alright, hang out right there, Lae'zel.
I'm fury.
Go do your thing. Can I do anything like these things? Precision attack?
Taste my fury.
Okay. So now that that guy's out of the way, Gale, where do you want to go?
Outflank. Outsmart.
I forgot that she needed help.
This isn't fun.
Okay, Astarion. All right, let's see if Lae'zel can just take care of business.
Time to strike. Make way.
Interesting. There's reactions here, so yeah. So we missed, but we can do 3 bludgeoning damage. Let's do it. Okay. Now Strata.
Time to push my luck again.
I only have a bonus action.
Another step forward.
And then Astarion.
A better position.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. I will ascend.
Nice. Well, you're screwed. Oh, somebody's got to go get Gale. I forgot about that.
Well, so much for peace.
Too far away.
Swift and lethal.
Time for a cull. Delicious.
Okay. They were kind of tough.
Anything of use? Breathe deep and move.
Alright, let's do another short rest.
Better than nothing.
And maybe we let Gale hang back for a bit.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Because I can't swap, I think, unless I go to camp myself. There's hyenas down there we have to contend with. Alright, I should go to camp and swap out Gale, and then go deal with the hyenas, and then maybe go into the town. But I'm feeling like I want to take a little bit of break. So I think even though it's not my usual length of stream, it's also not tiny. So I think what I'll do is just save here, and then I'll resume perhaps a little bit later tonight. Yeah, that's probably a decent idea. Doesn't really matter. It's my game. I can do whatever I want. Anyone who's going to be watching the YouTube videos will be watching them, back to back anyway. So whether or not, a stream is of a particular length, the action will continue the next video. So it's no biggie. Alright. I forgot to drink my coffee while that battle was happening. Be well, everybody. I'll be back soon.